What's up, guys? John Ross here for Ross Racing. That's Patrick. We're here at Fairmont Raceway for night number 1 of the USRA Summer Shootout. It's basically 5 nights of racing in a row, and we're just dumb enough to think that we might be able to pull that off.
I mean, we did it pretty well last year, so why not this year?
Yep. So yeah, it's 300 to start, 1,000 to win each night, and there's a points fund, so that's pretty neat. All the nights count for national points, so we're hoping we can take some of the stuff that we learned and over the past few weeks of weekly racing and apply it and beat some of these out-of-towners.
Put this bucket of bolts in the show.
That's the plan. So yeah, we're just it's 93 degrees right now. It's unseasonably hot for Minnesota, so we're just hanging out in the shade. We got about an hour to go till hot laps. I'm gonna wait till the last second to put my fire suit on, and then we'll go out there and see if there's any moisture in this track, which they're trying. But yeah, we'll have you along with us every step of the way. Well, we're going to be starting 5th in our heat race. We're doing passing points tonight, so got to try to pass a few cars, try to make it into the top 8 in passing points to make the redraw. Only 19 cars showed up, so everybody's going home with at least $300 in their pocket, as long as we don't break in the heat race. So, knock on wood. Turners are doing turner things. We're going to do our thing here in just a minute. Patrick, any thoughts?
Not really.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Believe it or not, he actually does do things every once in a while at the track.
Like drop that washer?
Yeah.
Oh well, I didn't need that anyway.
Yummy. I'm thirsty.
Quick little gear change and a shock change.
What you got going on down here? Looks like you're all done.
Yeah. Good thing about a quick change, it takes 3 minutes to change a set of gears opposed to 25. 8 volts, 9 volts, something like that.
Amen, brother.
11:30. We made it back home. We got the car unloaded in the driveway. Ended up P11 out of 19 cars, so could have certainly been worse. Motor was running a little bit warm the second half of the race, so we kind of took it easy to try not to overheat it. So we're gonna get the radiator cleaned out, gonna get some tires worked, and we'll be back at it at Rock Rapids tomorrow. Gotta thank Patrick for helping out with stuff while I'm at work, and I'll get off work a little early. I'll put the finishing touches on it, get it loaded up, and go do it again. Well, here we are at Rock Rapids for night number 2 of the USRA Summer Shootout Tour. I think I got some onboard footage from the heat race, but basically we started 3rd, finished 3rd. We were 8th in passing points, which means we made the redraw and redrew 8th. So, I don't know, Patrick, you got any thoughts?
Just happy the bucket of bolts in the show, it's in one piece.
Yeah,
hopefully the track holds together.
Yeah, the track was really kind of streaky and a little bit weird in the heat race, but we survived. We picked up a little bit of damage on the front end, spinning out to avoid another car spinning, but luckily didn't tear up anything too critical, so we're going to go out there, start 8th out of 20 in the feature, and see what we can do. Well, it's the morning of day number 3 on the tour. We finished 8th at Rock Rapids last night, so we're off to a pretty good start. This is our last night at home. We're going to be on the road through Iowa for the next 3 days if everything goes right. So we're going to go over the car, change the oil, run the valves, all that good stuff, in addition to our normal in-between race maintenance. And yeah, we ran a little bit hot last night. I probably shouldn't have made that video about overheating, because I jinxed myself. But we got a couple things to look at on that troubleshooting front as well. So hopefully we don't find anything amiss with the oil change, because that'll kind of scuttle the whole operation real quick. But yeah, I threw my back out yesterday, so it's going to be a bit of a struggle. Hopefully Patrick wakes up soon and he can help out. And we'll get out to Hamilton County tonight, try to race for another $300 to start, $1,000 to win. All right, well, moment of truth here with the oil change. Let's see what this filter looks like. I should mention, in addition to the overheating issue, our oil pressure gauge also stopped working, which the warning light still works. So I'm confident that we didn't lose oil pressure. What I'm worried about is that we may have broken the relief spring in the oil pump, or blown out the plug that diverts oil to the oil filter, or something that would cause a dramatic spike in oil pressure. But it looks like there is oil flowing to the filter for sure. So it probably wasn't the latter of those things. Yep, I'm declaring that good. So that's good, because that means that we can move on with getting the car ready and not have to worry about thinking that our engine is about to explode. I'll put a new oil pressure gauge on it. The one that we've got is just a cheapo one. And that'll tell us, was it just the gauge being a piece of crap, or do we actually have an issue in the oil pump? But I think we're going to assume it's the gauge, because we've had problems with those before. here to the Hamilton County Speedway in Webster City, Iowa. As you can see, this place is a big half mile, pretty similar to our home track in Fairmont, Minnesota. So we're thinking we should have a pretty good beat on the setup for tonight. Of course, one thing about this track we know is it has a tendency to change really quickly. You can see there's a lot of moisture in it right now. But just based on my experiences here in the past, you never really know what to expect. Not a whole lot of cars here, but should be a pretty good show. There's some pretty fast guys here. Obviously the J2 crew, Shadron Turner and Chris Jackson, have been kicking ass all week so far, and I expect that to continue. But we made some changes to the car, just based on what we think will work, based on changes we've made at Fairmont before. So I think we should be in pretty good shape. We're going to be starting towards the back, so hopefully we can pick up some passing points in the heat race. We'll see what we can do. Try to keep this streak of decent finishes going. Well, it's just about feature time, Patrick. What do you think?
I don't know exactly what to think right now.
Yeah, the track's been kind of streaky and weird all night. So we rolled off 7th, finished 5th in our heat. It means we missed the redraw by 1. We're going to roll off 9th out of 16 for the feature. And we just watched that A-Mod feature. It looked like all the fast guys were running the bottom. So hopefully being down on the bottom won't be a bad place to be.
Can't go anywhere but forward, so.
Well, there's a lot of other places we could go, but that's what we're going to try to do.
Are you taking me to Cancun?
If we win, sure. I got to get my passport first.
You and me both.
But yeah, I got to thank all of our sponsors for helping out and making this adventure possible. Got to thank Stealth Through Tubing for basically sponsoring this tour and making that happen. Yeah, we're sitting pretty good in points, so it should be a good night. Let's see what we can do.